Assalamu alaikum, everybody. So, today we are going to start with a new topic, and it is syntax. So, before I start, I would be asking you a question. You have to pay attention on these two sentences and think about what comes to your mind. The first sentence is colorless green ideas sleep furiously. The second sentence is furiously sleep ideas green colorless. What do you think about it? Do you think that any of the sentence here does it make any sense to you? What's your answer? Is it yes or no? If we look at the first sentence, colorless green ideas sleep furiously. Oh, who could have colorless green ideas? And if anybody has those, so how could those ideas sleep furiously? So if we focus on the meaning of this sentence, it makes no sense, right? And if we look at the second sentence, furiously sleep ideas, green, colorless. This is again, it makes no sense, right? Furiously sleep ideas, green, colorless. Every word has its own meaning. And if we read it together in a sentence, it makes definitely no sense to us, right? What is the purpose of showing you these two sentences? The purpose is first to focus on the meaning. Definitely, it conveys you no meaning. Secondly, to look at the structure. Look at the structure of the first sentence. Isn't it grammatically correct? Like if I consider this as the subject, sleep as a verb and furiously as an adverb, so grammatically somehow it does make some sense. But this one, it has no grammatical order and structure, right? So keeping this in mind, let's move forward. What is syntax? What comes to your mind? What do you think about syntax? Let's see. The simplest way to understand syntax is that it is the order of the words in a sentence. Definitely, every sentence has an order. So, we study about the order of the words in a sentence. And syntax is not all about grammar. This is one of the factors of grammar, we can say that. Moving forward. Like I told you that it is basically about the order of the words. So which words we are talking about? These words include parts of speech like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and article. I hope you all are familiarized with the parts of speech already, and these are also called lexical categories. I'll show you some of the examples of these lexical categories. As you know that noun is the naming word. Anything around us owns a name, and that object, idea, thing, feeling, anything is basically a noun. For example, moisture, policy. Verb is the action, and the examples here we have are melt, remain. Adjective is basically the quality of a noun. It is the further description of the noun. So, for example, good, intelligent. Preposition mainly indicates about the placement, direction, like we have preposition of time, preposition of place. So, some of the examples are to, near. Adverb describes further about the action, the verb. So, adverb example are slowly and now. And you can come up with so many other examples from your own. Non-lexical categories include determiner. You have to memorize this term, determiner, and we are going to use it again and again. And you can also say that it is another name for maybe articles, but it also includes words like this, that. So a and the would definitely be part of determiner. Degree words like very, more, so, all of these. Qualifiers like always, sometimes, perhaps, rarely. Auxiliary like will, can, you can think about so many others. Conjunctions and, or, but, nor, so, so many more. So remember it. I have already explained you about words, which sort of words can be part of the sentence. Now, let's talk about the order of the sentence. So, most common order of the sentence is subject, verb, and object. For example, you can see the sentence here. The child kicked the ball. Here, the subject is the child. Kicked is the verb, the ball is definitely the object. So mostly, if you see the sentences, mostly and usually the sentences have this order and structure where we will be having the subject, verb, and the object. Sometimes we do have complex sentences as